Lots to get into. Last night at the convention, there's a couple things that I thought were pretty good beyond the Bernie boos that I thought had some interesting elements. But nobody does it any better than late night TV. So Jimmy Fallon on the first night of the Democratic convention. Listen in to this.
Talking about, though, of course, it's the Democratic convention. There were several big moments. By the end, everyone was chanting, "I'm with her." Unfortunately for Hillary, they were talking about Michelle Obama. But it's like, she was great. That's right, Michelle gave a really great speech last night, but she wasn't the only one. Bernie Sanders gave the final speech of the night, which kept being delayed by applause. Bernie was like, "Please stop with the clapping. You'll make the lights go off and on again. And I can't. I have one at my house."
Here's Stephen Colbert talking about last night about the senator that made this weird reference to mac and cheese moment. I did not know what that was, but here
there were some highlights tonight. For instance, Senator Barbara Mikulski of Maryland said that Hillary would fight for what Americans really care about.
She reminded me of a cartoon character when she came out. I saw the clip of that. Did anybody else see that? No. It was like something. It was like one of those animated what's the company?
Pixar?
Pixar. And this woman came out and she was kind of almost somewhat robotic. That was her, and she referenced this mac and cheese moment.
We'll fight for the macro issues and those macaroni and cheese issues.
Yes, macaroni and cheese issues. Like, what is that powder really? And it is time to stop calling it 4 servings when they know for a fact we're going to eat the whole damn pot.
Lynn Michelini is in studio now. Lynn, what is a macaroni and cheese issue? Do you have any idea what that is?
Actually, I think she was referring to the working class as well as the upper class.
Okay, that makes sense. I like hot dogs in my macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, that's good. Right.
Good.
Upscale.
Yes. Oh, right. We take everything up a notch, Lynn, at our house. You ought to check out our cream corn. We put hot dogs in that, too. Okay, Lynn, good morning. So this is kind of course, Lynn Michelini, legendary for Utica Monday Night. And this is kind of like a little taste of that here.
It is indeed. Utica Monday Night is one of the partners, and we've picked an incredible venue that has never been used before, and set up some really remarkable musicians, international, national, regional, and local, for a 10-week series.
So free concerts every Monday night, 6 till 9 o'clock, and the Levitt Foundation is the sponsor. So it's Levitt Amp Utica, right?
That's right. The Levitt Foundation is doing this around the country. There's this new movement, which actually Monday night might have been a little bit ahead of the curve 20 years ago. It's called placemaking, and that's exactly what we were trying to do. Get people to take a look at a specific spot in their cities that could use a little bit of help and make people aware of a neighborhood. And, of course, we've been doing great work in the United Square downtown area through the Rust to Green group, which is also a partner. But the Levitt Foundation funds 15 smaller cities around the country out of 150 applicants.
Wow.
So we were really lucky, and then the community voted, and that combination brought us the funding.
And you know, with these events, funding is all about funding.
Right, and we were also blessed to get the matching funds, of course, from our own wonderful community foundation, Herkimer and Nida County.
So Monday night, this Monday, what do you have scheduled for Monday night?
This week, and of course, as you would guess, we use every conceivable genre. This week is blues and pop rock.
Okay.
A young woman who hails from down around the Albany area is Miss Blues. And they go on at 6, and that's an hour set. And then at 7:30, the national act goes on, and that's One Red Martian, which is a wonderful group for rock that has a lot of nice harmonies. And, you know, we are on for an hour and a half set for the main acts.
And these acts wouldn't be coming here without the Levitt Foundation.
Right.
And their national acts.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and international. About half of them travel the country, actually. The world. And then everybody else, one of the stipulations is they have to be traveling musicians. So we are. And last week's announced they did 250 shows a year. That's a lot of traveling.
This is Copernic Park?
Kopernik.
Kopernik. I always wondered how that's pronounced.
Yeah,
Kopernik.
The Polish community takes wonderful care of that statue, and the city's doing a great job. It's a beautiful setting, Bill. It's in the trees, so at 6 o'clock in most places in the city with the sun pelting down on you, it's a little uncomfortable. This is all shaded. It's really wonderful.
So this is the little the park, which is
on Eagle,
across from Munson.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, one block.
Yeah. All right. Nice. And so it's a good location, and this will go on right after Labor Day.
The 5th of...
Right before Labor Day.
Yeah, the 5th of September.
Okay. All right, good stuff. You're always in the middle of this stuff.
I try.
You know, what was the thing that they did in Syracuse on Wednesdays?
Party in the Plaza.
Party in the Plaza. You were a part of that when you were out there.
Well, that was the Army Square days.
Yeah.
Then we had the Bag Square days. Now we're up in Nida Square.
What do you think, Lynn Michelini? We've been talking for a long time.
I was thinking of your first attempt at radio when I first got home in around the 90s when you were trying to interview people, and the only people downtown were Hunter House and you and I. And that should tell us something, Bill.
We had some times, did we not?
Yeah.
What do you think, though, of what's going on here now? It does seem that we had the moment where we were talking. Utica's there's a resurgence in Utica Rome. It's happening. And everything just fizzled back then. And now this seems different.
Everything, I think, moves forward. I think of it as generational. The kind of work we were trying to do with Monday Night was to show people what had been forgotten about the city and the region. Nobody knew the names of the streets, how to get to Herkimer House or Cooperstown. There was a real void of awareness of all the gifts. So for 15 years, hopefully, we taught some people and re-educated. And now the wonderful thing is the next generations are in a much better mood about where they're going. There's great things happening downtown with the Made in Utica and the Bite kids that have got the music series and an alley that Monday Night refurbished with Rust to Green. And, so it kind of goes up and down. It's life.
Yeah.
Everything is cyclical.
It does seem that this is there's progress. There's something really
we've reached
here.
a critical mass.
Yeah.
I think there's enough going on so people actually believe there's good future in front of us, and I couldn't agree more.
That feels good.
Yeah.
It really does. All right, Lynn Michelini, good stuff. Great seeing you.
You too, Bill.
You look great, by the way. I look horrible. 8:33 in the morning. She has progressed, and I have deteriorated over the years of us doing this stuff. And let me tell you about Lynn. And I'll say this as she's walking out. Lynn was tough, and I'm assuming you still are today. How you had to fight to keep Utica Monday Night going, and you're fighting with political people and getting in there, and she would get in and battle with the best of them, and that's how Utica Monday Night happened here. She was tough. Good stuff. Lynn Michelini, 8:33. Back with news next on WIBX.